lot of time driving today, George, and it was nice to just deal with rain instead of, freezing rain or snow on the highway.
Yeah, but those windshield wipers are getting a workout, that's for sure.
I had to put mine on like really fast for a little while today because I was like, wow, it's coming down pretty good. I think it was mostly the spray coming off from the cars in front of me, but at least it's in the form of liquid, and temperatures staying above freezing here for the next several days. That snowpack is just gradually shrinking at this moment. We do have more rain in sight. That's why the 13 weather ball tonight is blinking bright, at least for a couple of more hours, and then it'll hold off until tomorrow night. It's also red, slightly milder weather ahead.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
Later tonight, we have dense fog that's expected once again until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning for all of West Michigan, and so you'll need to have those low beam headlights on. But at least the visibilities have been climbing since about 10, 11 o'clock this morning. They have not been an issue throughout the day, so the fog will be an issue late tonight and for your morning commute once again tomorrow. But gray skies all across the region, and the ground still white, if not gray, and it's because of the rain. We've had about a quarter to a third of an inch of rain so far today, nowhere near a record, however. As far as the river flood status, everything is good. Here, all green on the area rivers. With all the rain coming, though, the river levels are forecast to get up to action stage here in Grand Rapids. Water temperature at 32 degrees, already 135% more water coming down the river than usual. As far as the rain came in late this morning and this afternoon. It is now exiting the region. We're going to be between systems. We got another one coming up from the south. It's going to hold off until right around sunset or a little bit later on tomorrow afternoon. So again, we have about a 24-hour period where it won't be raining. Here goes the rain. Here comes the next round. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. You notice no rain here yet, and this is 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. It's held off just a little bit, but boy, is it going to rain tomorrow night, and it may linger into Friday morning, and then that will push to the east. Over the weekend, there will be a system that comes up just to our southeast. We will not see anything from that all the way through Sunday. In terms of rainfall, we won't see anything until tomorrow evening, and then when we do, we could see up to an inch of rain, and that will continue on into very early Friday morning. And this is the snowfall prediction by the models all the way through the end of the month. Virtually none here in West Michigan. Looking farther ahead, our long-range outlook from the end of the month through the first few days of February. Most, if not all of the country, seeing warmer than average chances, and we have a higher chance for less precip in our area during that 5-day period. So tonight, we have that dense fog advisory going into effect, or it's already in effect with fog. Temperatures in the low and mid-30s, staying above freezing, just above freezing up north in most areas. Some fog here as well, and similar here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Overnight lows above freezing in the mid-30s. 13 on your side forecast. Rain now tomorrow night, so dry during the day and lingering into Friday morning now. Dry over the weekend, but cloudy. We'll be back down into the 30s. 40 plus starting on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, and mid-40s Thursday through the following Saturday. A little more sunshine toward the end of next week. So, yeah, again, the snow continuing to melt here in West Michigan.
Not going to last much longer.
No, I thought we were in the middle of winter, and now I'm not so sure.
Winter will be back, I'm sure, at some point.
Yes, for sure.
That's true. Thanks so much.
Starting to rain a little bit here out on the weather deck, and it is clear, at least the walking areas, of the snow because of the snow melting temperatures. We got more of that on the way. That's why the 13 weather ball is red. Above freezing temperatures day and night ahead, and it's also blinking bright. We have more rain in sight.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
Planning on walking the dog this evening like Abby. Looking good, nice and comfortable. Going to give you the yellow or green paw this evening because of the light rain. Later on tonight, a little bit of fog. That shouldn't hamper your walking ability, but notice temperatures are staying above freezing. Just make sure you walk on those cleared paths. So Robert Vicky does slip around a little bit. I know you're anxious to get out there. Solar energy tomorrow, not sure where those numbers are coming from, but apparently they'll be a little bit better in some areas. I think there's going to be a few breaks in the clouds over where the solar energy farms are located. They're all over the state. And in terms of wind, yeah, not much. Didn't have much today, not much tomorrow. Not the greatest to create green energy this time of year. But another round of rain has come and gone. We've got some light sprinkles now coming back into the Grand Rapids area. They'll be with us for another couple of hours, and then they'll fall apart before the next round comes in. It's well to the south, so it's going to take a while to get here. So after the rain ends this evening, we've got pretty much a dry day coming up during the day tomorrow in most areas. There's the rain this evening. There it goes. Waking up tomorrow morning, maybe to just some fog. No rain falling. And the rain's going to hold off. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, so just crossing the Michigan-Indiana border. But boy, is it going to rain a lot here tomorrow night, up to an inch in some spots. And that may linger into Friday morning, and then the rest of the weekend appearing to be dry. We're looking at very little, if any, additional rain other than this evening, but most of it will come overnight tomorrow night into Friday morning. Almost an inch of rain here in Grand Rapids. That's going to kind of saturate that snow, and then there's not going to be any more room in the snow, so a lot of that's going to start to run off. The rivers are starting to go up because of that, and then the rest of the weekend will be dry. As far as the long-range snowfall outlook, this is all the way through the 1st of February. Virtually no snow now the rest of the month. Long-range outlook, first 7 days of February. High chances it's going to be warmer than average, and right between higher chance for either more or less precipitation. We're right in that sweet spot here in West Michigan. Dense fog advisory in effect overnight tonight. Overnight lows low to mid 40s. After the rain departs this evening, just fog. Similar up north, some early evening rain and then just fog overnight. Low and mid 30s and mid 30s here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Just watch out for that fog, especially early tomorrow morning. 13 on your side forecast. Rain tomorrow night, right after sunset, and then through Friday morning now. Just slightly cooler over the weekend, staying above freezing until Sunday morning. And then we will see temperatures climbing back into the 40s next week. A little more sunshine toward the end of next week, but right now it looks like most of the snow is going to be melting.
I am curious to see just how much does melt after tomorrow, especially without getting a ton of snow afterward. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, let's go see some green grass.
All right, thanks so much.
It was tough to see this morning, George. Are we going to have more fog again tonight?
I think we'll have just as much fog tonight, Juliet. Good thing is that temperatures are up a couple of degrees. Late last night, it was a little iffy out on the roads.
I had such a hard time getting home.
At least we've got an improvement in that category, even if we are starting to lose some of our snowpack. Is there any more on the way? Well, 13 weather ball is blinking bright, not for snow, but some rain in sight late tonight and again tomorrow night, and also red, slightly warmer weather ahead.
The 13 on your side weather ball, sponsored by LaFontaine Ford Grand Rapids.
Temperatures were up about 3 degrees from yesterday, upper 30s along the lakeshore, mid 30s inland, well above our average high of 30. Came within 2 degrees of our forecast high. We've done that 23 days in a row. As far as the snow and rain and the temperatures, we're now only about 0.3 of a degree below average thanks to the warm overnight lows. 1.5 inches above for rain and melted snow. We're stuck at 31.2 inches of snowfall. That's 14 inches above average. Probably going to be stuck at that for the rest of the month, and only about half the amount of sunshine we usually have. A storm system came up as expected into northeastern Indiana, bringing the rain with it. We're going to get a little bit of a break after about midnight tonight, so we've got some light showers, and then we won't see any rain during the day tomorrow, but this is where the rain is going. By 11 o'clock, it's gone. This is daybreak tomorrow, and this is 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Just gray skies. Here comes the rain, though. It'll overspread all of the area tomorrow night. This is when we'll get more rain than we got today, and then that will push on out. Maybe a couple of lingering showers early on Friday, but the rest of the weekend will be mainly dry, just lots of cloud cover around. Next system is going to pass us well to the south and east of the greater Grand Rapids area. Rainfall, a lot more coming here tomorrow night. This is through tomorrow morning, nothing during the day. This is 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Watch how much rain comes up, over an inch in some spots, a little less further to the north. And then that winds down the rest of the weekend. For the most part, we've got a dry weekend coming up. And this is all the snow we're expecting between now and the end of the day on February 1st. Very little, if any, that means anything, so no more snow to add to our snowpack that will be compacting over the next several days. Forecast for tomorrow, just cloudy skies all day. We're holding off the rain until after the sun goes down. Temperatures right around 40 at the lakeshore. That's a couple of degrees warmer than today. Northern zone, about 4 or 5 degrees warmer under cloudy skies. Highs right around 39 just about everywhere. And we'll be close to 40 here in the greater Grand Rapids area. We'll start out with that fog because of the light winds. They may pick up out of the east a little bit later on in the morning, but that dense fog advisory through 11 a.m. 13 on your side forecast. Not a lot of sunshine on that 10-day forecast. The rain will hold off until tomorrow night in most areas and linger into the area on Friday morning. Highs both days right around 40. And then 39 on Saturday and 37 Sunday. Both those days will be dry. And then dry weather for the most part next week will climb to around 40 again on Tuesday and Wednesday to wrap up January. That's 10 degrees above our average high of 30. And then mid-40s to start February with some sunshine leaning toward next weekend. So Juliet, again, snow melting temperatures on the way.
And I remember to bring my umbrella inside with me tonight, so when I go out, I'll have some coverage.
There you go.
Thank you, George.